Weekend show. Glad to have you here on Focus on Oklahoma, a weekly public affairs broadcast heard on all Tyler media stations. I am here with Brenda Bennett. She is the Vice President of Communications, and Alexis Lux, the Vice President of Financial Development for the YMCA of Greater Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us, ladies. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Did I say YM? Did I just
you
say
did.
M?
I was going to make fun of you, but I thought I'll be nice. YM.
Well, welcome back. EM. That's my hillbilly. If I was born in West Virginia, so EM.
I like it.
Everything has two syllables in West Virginia. Okay, glad to have you here. 2016 campaign coming up.
Yep.
What's going on with the YMCA? We like to have you back and learn because there's so much more going on. You said earlier it's not a swim and gym, which is what I always picture as the YMCA, and a great disco song.
Yeah, that's true. We could all sing it. But, we do gym and swim very well. The Y is, a great gym. We're a great, place for kids to learn to swim. But that is not all the Y is. We're a leading nonprofit for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And we work side by side with our neighbors every day to strengthen individuals, families, and communities. And, I think that a lot of people in really any community, but in Oklahoma City, don't realize that the Y does as many things as we do.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
to the
regardless
YMCA, guys.
of age, income, or background, we give everybody the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive. And I'm so glad Lexi joined us today because she is all campaign all the time, and she can really talk about our annual campaign.
Lexi, tell us what's going on.
Absolutely. We are so thrilled to be able to launch our annual campaign. We officially call it the 2016 annual campaign because it will end the end of February. But we are launching right now. It is a record-breaking year. We've set a goal of $1.4 million, and we're about $400,000 towards that goal. We encompass locations all around the metro, from Guthrie down to Chickasha and everywhere in between. So each of those individual branches and our corporate office all make up the combined goal of $1.4 million.
And you say you're having a record-breaking year.
Yes. And
That's good to hear. You look happy about that.
I sure am. I'm smiling
happy.
real big here. Last year, we raised $1.3 million, and we were able to distribute all of those funds back into the community, about $3.3 million through different programs. And this year, because of that need, we increased our goal to $1.4 million. And knowing that we're able to provide financial assistance for scholarship dollars, for children to learn how to swim, to participate in youth sports and programming, summer camp, the Military Welcome Center, just really a very wide tray of options that we certainly love to share with you and your listeners.
Tell us about the Military Welcome Center.
Wow.
That sounded kind of cool. It was a list of things here, but tell us about that.
Yeah, so we have the YMCA Military Welcome Center, and it's at Will Rogers World Airport. And it operates primarily with the help of volunteers and community support. And we opened our doors to the Military Welcome Center in 2007. So it was June 4th of 2007. And since that time, we serve thousands of military personnel by giving them a warm environment where they can rest and relax during their extended layovers. Military men and women from all branches, active or retired, can receive snacks and drinks in a really nice home-like environment. And if you've ever been out there, the really neat thing about this is you've got these young kids. I mean, you've got these young soldiers who are just now going off to serve. And so they get there and they're scared. I mean, they don't know what to expect. And the volunteers that serve at the Military Welcome Center are all retired military personnel. So they know what these kids are going through. They know what they're about to go experience. And so not only can they come in and get, free food and something nice to eat, but they're also getting some good counsel from these older, more experienced people who have been through what they're going through. That's really neat. It's really, really neat to see.
That's great. That's at Will Rogers. Welcome. That's for folks who serve. That's fantastic that you guys do that.
Yeah. And, we're always needing, more donations. I mean, this last year we served, tens of thousands more than we did the year before. So, I think it's 160 6,000 military personnel have gone through the doors since we opened.
At Will Rogers.
At Will Rogers. So if you think about that, we're providing food, we're providing all of these things for these kids, and it's only because of donations from individuals and organizations that this is able to happen. So that's where your money is going when you donate to the Y, is programs like this.
What other programs do we have here that going on that when? Because
Well,
we're going to give your information to get everybody to get you
one of the
get
things
in touch with you. But you do a few. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. One of the things I love the most is our Live Strong at the YMCA program. And then the thing about this is we take cancer survivors who are either going through treatment or have gone through treatment, and we provide a free 12-week program for them designed for them to regain their strength, their balance, and their well-being in a great caring group setting. And, we've grown that program. We're now in 4 locations. We have, I want to say, 270 plus cancer survivors who have completed the program. And it's just a really neat thing to see. It's men, it's women, it's younger people, it's older people, because, cancer unfortunately strikes anybody and everybody. And so it's neat to see that program grow.
And of course, you think of the kids when we're talking outreach and all the different arms and
Right.
extensions of the Y.
So one of my favorite programs that ties right into that is our Pop-Up Food and Fun program, partnered with Sleep to Succeed. And it's a partnership with the Oklahoma City Housing Authority, the Regional Food Bank, and Dell. And we go in every week and tutor about 75 kids a week and go into this housing complex. And when the kids get off the bus, they can go to a safe environment and work on their homework or do crafts or play sports. And then we also provide a meal for them. And we just started this about 6 months ago, and it's been very successful. And we also, last year at Christmas time, we took wish lists from the kids. And we were really surprised when we got those lists back that some kids had asked for beds. They were actually sleeping on tile floors in the apartments. And
Seriously?
Seriously, that blew our minds. We were expecting kids to ask for iPads or bikes or, Xboxes, whatever
Tennis
toys.
shoes. Yeah, anything.
A bed.
And they
bed.
asked for a bed. So that shifted our thinking a little bit, realizing these kids are not able to go to school and learn. They're not able to function. If they're sleeping on a tile floor, they're not getting the sleep that they need. So we were able to partner with some of our very generous board members and Mathis Brothers, and did a huge delivery a couple months ago of about 50 beds, complete sets with the pillows, mattresses, everything, and went into those homes and set them up for those kids. And so we're in the process of raising additional funds to get those folks off the waiting list who are needing beds.
Yeah, a second delivery of 108 beds is scheduled for December, which is great. And so, but once again, we're always needing funds. We're always needing people, volunteers even. If you can't make a donation to the annual campaign, volunteer your time. We have so many programs that we feel like different types of people, different personalities would fit into something. If you love kids, we've got all kinds of programs where you can work with kids. If you love the military, we've got that. So, there's just all kinds of opportunities.
Okay, well, how do folks make this happen? What it just is as much as going to a website, bada boom, or I know you have plenty of locations around the greater Oklahoma City area here. We've got Edmond, plenty in Oklahoma City, Midwest City, Davis, Oklahoma, Guthrie, Chickasha. A lot going on. How do you take care? How do we get together and make this happen for these
Sure.
places here?
So our main website that houses all the information is ymcaokc.org, and then /campaign will take you to all of the stats and information that we've been discussing here. But it would all funnel through our corporate association office, and then depending on if you're interested in the Military Welcome Center or Sleep to Succeed or Camp Classen down in Davis or any of the programs, then we can get you lined up with the contact at those locations.
Right. Or you can just go to the primary website and look around, but it's YMCAOKC.org. And when you go there, you can either go to the campaign page or you're going to see a give button on the homepage. But we do encourage people just to go to the website and look around, because I feel like once you look at all the information, you're going to find something that really connects with you.
You see, there's a camp in
Yes.
Davis. What's
Yeah.
the camp?
Yes. So Camp Klassen down in Davis in 2016 will be celebrating their 75th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
And they are thrilled and excited about that. So we have
Is it like a summer
students-
camp?
Summer camp,
Yeah.
resident summer camp. And students and now adults have spent summers for the past 75 years down there.
Yeah, it's I'm going to give you correct information here. 989 children and youth attended YMCA Camp Klassen last year. And
How many last? This is 1 year.
989 in the summer of 2015.
And that's in Davis.
It's in Davis.
Wow.
And
That's a big camp.
yeah, and we're investing more than $1 million this winter to improve the property and facilities, so it will be even more special in 2016. It's fantastic. There's horseback riding, there's archery, there's paintball, there's swimming and
Of course,
water
swimming.
sports. I mean, there's just all kinds of great things at Camp Klassen.
That sounds great. What else does the Y do?
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit? Just a little bit?
Well, we have more than 25,000 participants in our youth sports programs. And the thing about this, kids don't just, get in the game, but they develop character and a lifelong love for physical activity. But a lot of kids in the community could not be able to afford even the low cost of entry. And so that's where scholarships come in
Scholarships.
Right.
through the annual campaign.
So last year, through our annual campaign, through the $1.3 million that we raised, and the $3.3 million we were able to give back, that went to financial assistance of over 29,000 individuals in the community that were able to either receive a full or partial scholarship for their membership or for their participation in the sports programs. Or to send them to Camp Klassen or a day camp during the summertime before and after school care at our locations all across the metro.
Now, so you've really got your hands in taking care of the community as a whole. You're far more than a swim and gym.
Right.
And YMCAOKC.org is where to go. There's a give button, and I encourage all our listeners to give. Anything else we
Well,
need to know?
I
Tell
think,
us.
one of the things that we kind of mentioned at the top of the interview, but we didn't really delve into, was our year-long food program. So we feed children throughout the year. And it used to be only during the summer or, after school. But, there are nearly 22 million children who currently receive free or reduced price meals through the National School Lunch Program. Yet the majority of those kids, 4 out of every 5 of those kids, will lose access to those meals as public schools close for the summer months. So during the summertime, we feed those kids. We feed any child who comes in and is hungry. And then during the school year, we feed those kids after school at 22 sites, meal sites. And we partner with the food bank, the Oklahoma Food Bank, and they bring in the food. We have the programs, and so we work together to get food to these children who need the food.
Wow.
Once again, that's where your money will go when you help support the Y during our 2016 annual campaign.
That is amazing stuff, what you guys do.
We really try and fit everything. Brenda had mentioned at the beginning of our 3 focus areas of healthy living, youth development, and social responsibility. And some of these programs you can see overlap between 2 or 3 of those 3 focused areas. But we do know that we're helping keep folks fit and active and healthy, but we also need to take care of them mind, body, and spirit as well.
Yeah.
And beds.
And beds.
And beds.
And beds.
On a list for Santa was a bed for
Yes.
the child.
Yes.
And I think that's the neat thing about the Y, because if you look at the Y in any community, it may vary. It may be a little bit different in a community not Oklahoma City, because it depends on what the needs in that community are. And the Y is fantastic about finding out what the needs are within a community and meeting the people where they are. So, in another city, they may not need the pop-up food and fun program, but they may have a different need. And that is really what drew me to the Y, is seeing how they met the community where they are and met a need.
Has the YMCA always been this broad, as far as a broad brushstroke of helping the community? Is this something that's developed over the course of history? Do you know?
I think that the Y has always been, from day one, the Y has always been involved in the community and strengthening people in mind, body, and spirit. And I think that it just grew from that. It, like I said, it found a need within the community, and then as it spread, it just kept filling those needs, and it's just evolved.
It's worth every penny.
Well,
I just want to
thank
say
you.
it to our listeners out there, worth every penny. Anything else before we wrap up?
We would just love to invite everybody to become involved in the annual campaign. And again, like I said, if you can't give, if you really cannot give financially, your time is so valuable. So just go to the website, and all of the volunteer opportunities are there. So we invite you to come and become a volunteer and find out what the Y is all about.
Excellent. Lexi
Yes.
Lux, the Vice President of Financial Development, also Brenda Bennett, the Vice President of Communications at the YMCA of Greater Oklahoma City. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.